What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and this video I want to talk about a Superman game yet again. Why right now is the right time. We're going to kind of go through all of that. And I thought this would be a really good time to do it. I planned this ahead of time, if you can believe it, and I wanted it to coincide with the date that the trailer came out. Now, if you want my full thoughts on the trailer, probably tomorrow on Podcast Now Plus, I will give you guys my reaction / my thoughts on that trailer. But spoilers, I thought it was extremely cool. Today I'm reviewing Sonic 3 over there, in case you're curious. But let's talk about a game potential, because today was a special day. Got to be real. You got to kind of lean into it, but I don't really need to lean into it because the trailer was good. I really liked it, and I feel like hope obviously was a huge theme of it, but hope is also, I think, a huge theme of Superman, and also just kind of for the franchise, or for the legend that is Superman. There needs to be a game. There does. And hopefully, and I mean, I guess you can kind of keep going into circles with these things, because you could say, well, hopefully they kind of see how much people care about it. And then you ask yourself, well, do they need to see? I think the answer should be no, by the way. A thing that I have said for so long, right, is that I just imagine James Gunn, being the Superman fan that he is, that leads off the DC universe, right? His DC universe, and the DC universe of current time. When he steps foot as, what he is, and just like the new leadership group in general, right? And when they take a look, when they eventually get to the poor group that is the gaming division, they say, okay, why in God's name have we not done a Superman game yet? I mean, I've been saying that. I think a lot of us, right, have been saying that for years now. Years and years and years. I get Batman. I get, and we've talked about, even you can't really take risks. I don't like that, but I understand it to a degree, right? Kind of B, C tier, characters. Unless they are B, C tier characters that somehow blew up in terms of movies, right? You can make an Iron Man game now, but if you try to make an Iron Man game 20 years ago, you'd probably have a harder time. Guardians of the Galaxy, you had to kind of have the movies prove it through him, and then, it got a game. Actually, the game didn't sell very well, but it did get a game, and a game that's spectacular, by the way, right? So Superman should not be that type of thing. Superman should just be a property that is popular, if you just do it right, could be unreal. Not just in the quality of the game, but also in the sales of the game. I think it could be unreal. Now, in terms of like newer stuff that's actually kind of gone against a Superman idea, right? And we've talked about it. So when they talked about the pillars, I'm talking about WB Games, right? They talk about the pillars of their company, and Superman is not in there. When they talk about DC, they are really specifically talking about Batman. And again, there's a sense of me that, like, or there's a part of me that gets it. It gets it. And there's also a part of me that says, well, you do have a lot of potential with Batman, and there's a reason why he's still around in all of these iterations, and he's still so popular. You might have your favorite one, but still going strong through all of these different iterations. And you can do that in games. If you do like a new type, I would say Arkham, right? But you do a new thing of Batman. Yeah, you might compare it to Arkham initially, but is there room to do like a brand new Batman thing? Yes, and there always will be. And he is somebody that's like that, that character, right? Spider-Man would be, kind of the other side of things as well. So I get it. But to limit yourself just on Batman, the other side of things, right? To just limit yourself just to the one character and that one kind of franchise doesn't make any sense to me. And especially, when James Gunn comes in and he pioneers Superman, or, Superman is literally the lead of all of this stuff. So I don't know. I from the beginning cannot even fathom how he steps in and you have Superman leading your DC universe, but you don't have Superman lead or even be a game that is being in development. I'm long past the time of saying like a Superman game is impossible. There was kind of that arc in my life, and look, a Superman game is definitely challenging, and a Superman game done like really, really well, like nearly perfect, would also be quite challenging. Kind of the speed type thing you got to really figure out, and the power level, but you can do it. You can absolutely do it. There's been franchises of characters that are extremely strong, that are supposed to be, like faster than anything you've seen before, and there's varying degrees of success, but it's absolutely possible. You can make the flying work. You can make the battles, with like taking damage work. You can do all of that stuff, okay? Just having the kind of the proper lore and reasoning behind it. It also feels like every couple months, I've done videos on, a lot of people have, that you get a creation, right? Just some random person off the street manages, whether it's a Superman kind of, like recreation, or if it's just a character that's supposed to be very, very fast or supposed to be able to fly. I feel like we've seen from enough literal, and I'm not saying like solo artists, are weaker. Honestly, I think a lot of times it can be far, far better than some of these studios, and maybe you should try to get some of those people, by the way. But we've seen individuals craft things, and yeah, it takes a while, but we've seen individuals craft things that, oh yeah, it absolutely could work. And if they can do it, you would imagine if one person can do it, given enough time, that a team of 2, 3, 400, they could also kind of figure it out. So I'm long past that point. A game absolutely should happen. It can happen. Like, the technology is definitely there. It wouldn't be a repeat of like, Superman in terms of one of the worst games of all time going back in the day there, right? This would be, I think, a legit thing. So just wanted to throw this together, the day of the trailer. If there is no game that's being made, and I've said it so many times, my just a kind of a long shot prediction is that there has been a game being worked on for a while. It's just a prediction. It could absolutely be wrong. I really hope it's right, though. If it hasn't started yet, for the love of God, like, can we, by the time the movie's, 7 months away by now, so that's not too far. Maybe the movie comes out, proves, okay, that people care. But again, like, it just keeps circling. Why in God's name do we have to have a movie of Superman? What, if it hits 600 million, you say, oh, nope, not popular enough. If it's 900 million, $1 billion, yep, it's popular enough. It's Superman. A game has never really been tried, like, legitimately tried, and there's, I think, enough evidence with the likes of Batman, Spider-Man, etc. Superman can absolutely be, like, what do you think? It's going to come out and sell like 500,000 units? Is that what you're afraid of? Because, unless it's complete garbage, I just don't think that's going to happen. So hopefully one day. Let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on. I hope to see you all on the next one.